This was a 10 years old Mohammed delivering in front of the whole school in a random morning. I became the laughing stock at the school for one whole week. And what did I do to resolve this issue? Of course, by being absent from school. Toastmaster of the day, fellow public speakers and distinguished guests. Good evening. It is normal to have fear in our lives. But what is not normal is letting those fears limit us. By the raise of hand, how many here have fear from public speaking? Come on. Believe me, that's normal. Since that day at school, it has never been public speaking to me. Yeah, right. It became public enemy number one. The maximum number of audience I can speak in front of became one. And usually it's me speaking in front of a mirror. Even my mirror counterpart started to get bored from my silence. And the result of this fear is losing opportunities, difficulty speaking, and never creating new relationships again. Until that day, there he was, in front of 800 pairs of eyes like I never saw him before. Just an hour ago, he was in our living room smiling and comforting us with his silky words. And now he's behind the mic, rocking the audience with his powerful words, moving message, and captivating delivery. He was my father. And I was mesmerized by his public speaking skills. His speech was music to my ears. All of a sudden, a smell of cigarettes invaded my space, followed by a deep voice telling me, "You will become like him one day." That was my uncle. And I became like a sleeping flower, went inward as I remembered public enemy number one. Even though there was rejection from my side to my uncle's very ambitious thought, it resonated with me. It felt different somehow. So I wanted to give it a second thought and then remembered public enemy number one. Fear from public speaking encapsulated me behind a fragile glass, and it was very easy to break. 2 years later, during a class, the teacher was sharing the Prophet's battles. He said, "I want one brave student to stand up and sing the chant when Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, came back to Medina." And out of 23 students, surprisingly, there was only one lucky choice. Muhammad, get up. Now, let me tell you something. That was next level torture. Public speaking, yeah. Singing in front of an audience with my lovely voice. Now, what was different this time is remembering my father's courage, comfort, and technique that at least it helped me to stand up. Silence was the terrorizing voice I started to hear. It was interrupted by the angry steps from the teacher coming louder and louder as he approached me. My eyes were stapled to the book that was no longer there. He took it from my hand, put it on the desk, and came to my ears and said, "Look at the board. Imagine there's no one here, and sing. The book will show you shaking." I gathered whatever courage left of the room and spit it out of my lungs. طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع. Silence again. Awkwardness filled the room. Just like that. But then was interrupted by a heated wave of claps from everyone at class. This heat, after 25 years, keeps me striving for more stage presence. This clap, reverted back, public enemy number one, back to public speaking. I needed an inspiration, and I found it in my father. A second thought, memorized by my uncle sent, and a teacher's opportunity and guidance with some courage that led me to loving, or excuse me, obsessing about public speaking. It has never been the same since that day I sang at class. Friendship started to emerge again, and I took every opportunity to speak on a stage. And most importantly, I took up the mirror from the room. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your fear? Fear from failure, fear from critique, fear from loneliness, taking a wrong decision, change, losing control. Believe me, they are all valid. But what the real question is, when was the last time you faced your fears? If not yet, then when? Sometimes we limit ourselves by these thoughts and fears, yet sometimes all we need is an inspiration, giving it a second thought and clinging to opportunities with some courage. So, whenever an opportunity comes knocking on your door, just take it. And remember, as fear fades, the satisfying memory of overcoming it remains. The school incident was there for one whole week and then gone. And what remains is me remembering it and laughing about it. The day I sang at class, the memory of me shaking was there. And now what remains is me speaking in front of you right now. Good morning, students. Did you know that a chicken lays an egg? Back to you.